Hello, this is Jason from N Bauer Woodcraft. Today we're cutting down the trees behind us and making some lumber. So for the past few minutes I've been down the hill there. This tree had a large base and then it forked. Right now I'm cutting that large base into pieces small enough to pack up the hill for firewood. I'm using my MS661. I like this saw. It's got a lot of power and it doesn't over rev, and it kind of just balances out everything when it comes to the fuel adjustment. With the electronic fuel adjustment, it's pretty nice. I have a 32-inch bar and I'm using Oregon 3/8 full skip, full chisel, 0.063. Which is a little bit thicker metal, so it doesn't stretch quite as much with the more powerful saw. So I'm going to go ahead and fuel up and finish down the bank, cutting those large pieces about that big around. I cut them into pieces about like that so that people can pack them around without hurting themselves. There's never a reason to struggle to try to lift something that's too heavy. That's how you get hurt. So we try to think smart, not hard, and make everything the size it needs to be in order to move it with the means you have. Most of what I have left here that's not cut, logs that I'm going to go ahead and saw on my sawmill next week. Looks like it's calmed down and the storms have moved out, so that's good timing. As soon as I finish cutting up those big pieces off the stump, I'm going to go ahead and fell the next tree and maybe the tree after that. Once I fell those two trees there, I'll be able to move the van up with our horse trailer and we'll load up all this firewood to get it out of the way so that tomorrow we can skid the logs. So this is the base of the first tree we've cut down here. As you can see, it's fairly large around and the pieces are too big to carry with as they are. So I'm cutting them into pieces about like this here so that people can easily carry them up the hill and save on people's backs. So my chain is still sharp, but I'm smoking the bar. So I'm gonna try to switch back to the still chainsaw bar oil and see if that makes a difference. I cooled it down twice with water and it heated right back up. So we'll see what the still can do. Okay, so I've changed out my 18-inch bar with a brand new Stihl Roll-O-Matic ES, and I have a freshly sharpened chain. I am still using the 3/8 full skip semi-chisel 050. So I suspect that the bearings on my bar wore out, causing it to overheat. This doesn't happen very often, so it took me a little while to catch on. This is only the 4th bar that I've wore out. After I changed out my bar, I didn't have any problems for the rest of the day. I don't typically sell firewood. I'm taking this firewood home for myself. I prefer to stick to the sawmill, but I will cut up firewood for other people if the price is right. But I definitely don't want to be packing large amounts of it around. I'm not equipped. The landowner brought out his tractor with a rake to clean up all the debris. He also stacked the logs, which was a huge time saver. For this job, we're not getting paid, but we are taking all the firewood and all the lumber. And the customer doesn't have to worry about the trees falling into the road or into the power lines. If you like what we do, please give us a thumbs up. Also, if you live in eastern Nebraska and a large tree falls in your land, we may be able to remove it at little or no cost, or we could saw it into valuable lumber for you on the spot, likely for less money than it would cost you to get it hauled off. We're located in Bellevue, Nebraska, near Omaha. Check out our webpage in the description below.